Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 7, Verse 12. Jnana Vijnana Yoga. In the last verse, Bhagwan Krishna said, Ye Arjuna, I am the strength in the strong of the selfless person, meaning the person who has no desire to acquire things for himself and no attachment to the things already acquired. Selfless person. We are all selfish. I am the desire which is in tune with Dharma. This is what Bhagwan Krishna said in the last verse. Now verse 12. Ye chaiva sattviga bhavaha rajasastamasaschaye matta yeveti tan viddhi natvagam teshu te mayim. Bhagwan in this sloka gives a paradoxical statement saying that they are in me and I am not in them. It's a paradoxical statement. We will see what he is saying. Bhagwan is saying, Ye chaiva sattviga bhavaha rajasas tamasaschaye. We know the entire world of living beings are governed by three gunas. Everything Bhagwan carefully analyzed and given. You cannot say there is something else other than this. In Bhagavad Gita, if you take Bhagavad Gita, apart from whatever Bhagwan says, because it is said by Bhagwan, another thing is you research, you will find all the living beings are governed by only three gunas: Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Why a person is behaving in a particular manner, in a particular time, depends upon the proportion of these three gunas. All our behavior can be attributed to these three gunas only: Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Not only our behavior, but all the living beings. Sattva guna, we all know, stands for purity, dharmic way of life, prayer, devotion, not ahimsa, not doing any harm to anybody, either physically or mentally. Rajoguna is always active, competitive, anger, always doing something. That is Rajoguna. Tamoguna stands for dullness, idleness, sleepy. All these things belong to Tamoguna. Every living being is a mixture of all the three gunas. Proportion of it will vary from person to person. Even a minute change, it will make a great change in your character. Even in an individual, you take yourself for example, the proportion may vary at different times of the day. Morning, you do prayer, devotion, etc., etc. By 9:30, 10 or 8:30, things are not ready, you start shouting, you become very hurry thing, trying to go to office, car key is not there, you shout, then you forget your cell phone, then you rush back. All these things, you are active. That is Rajoguna. Evening, by night, you get tired, completely tired, you feel sleepy. That is Tamoguna. Sometimes this may vary. So, even in an individual, every living being, all the three gunas are there. The proportion will vary from time to time. That is what I am trying to say. All of us are governed by these three gunas. The source for all actions, feelings, and thoughts of all living beings are these three gunas only. This constitutes the Maya power of Bhagwan Krishna. All of us, whoever it is, whatever living being, they are under the control of the Maya power of Bhagwan Krishna. But the Maya power is under the control of Bhagwan Krishna. Kindly note, Maya power is under the control of Bhagwan Krishna. We are all under the control of Maya power. Bhagwan Krishna, that is why he says, they are in me and I am not in them. Bhagavan Krishna is behind the play of the entire world of living beings. In the entire world of universe, you can say he is a substratum for all the things that are happening in this world. That is why Bhagavan Krishna says, they are in them, but I am not in any of them. Swami Chinmayananda says here, Bhagavan Krishna is declaring that the matter entirely depends on Bhagavan Krishna for its existence. But Bhagavan Krishna is not dependent on anything for his existence. It is like the ocean saying that waves depend on me, but I am not dependent on them. Ocean can always say, all the waves are dependent on me, but I am not dependent on them. Whether the waves are there or not, I will still exist. People say in Pacific Ocean there is no waves, there are no waves. It still exists. Some more examples given are mud and pot. Mud can always say the pot, its existence depends on me. But whether the pot is there or not, mud will always exist. Similarly, gold and ornament. Here, we must quickly see chapter 2, verse 45. Bhagavan Krishna already has indicated this in chapter 2, verse 45. Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha Nitraigunya Bhavarjunam Nirdvantvo Nitya Sattvastaha Niryogakshema Atmavan. Bhagavan already said, advise Arjuna, hey Arjuna, Vedas talk about three gunas, namely Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Transcend these three gunas. Then the question is how to transcend it. Then Bhagavan says, Nirdvantvaha, that is, you be away, free from the pairs of opposites. Life is full of opposites, success and failure, happiness and sadness, likes and dislikes. You take anything, there is an opposite for it. Hot and cold, everything there is an opposite. You be away from the pairs of opposites. Then how will I transcend the gunas? By being away from the pairs of opposites. That question will come. Bhagavan says, establish yourself in Sattva Guna. That is what Nitya Sattvastaha. Bhagavan says, Nitya Sattvastaha. You be establish yourself in Sattva Guna. Why? Because in all the other gunas, you have some agitation of mind. In Sattva Guna, the mind is calm, pure, clean. So you will be able to meditate more. So Bhagavan first says, you establish yourself in Sattva Guna. You have to transcend all the gunas. First you establish yourself in Sattva Guna so that you can have a jump from there. Then Bhagavan says, Niryogakshema Atmavan. Niryogakshema. We have already seen Yogakshema means that is acquiring things for yourself which you do not have. That is yoga. And Kshema is protecting those things. Like recently we saw Kama and Raga. Exactly yoga and Kshema. Bhagavan says, you don't do these two things. Then, because basic nature of man is this, acquiring things, whether he wants it or not, he will acquire it. And protecting those things, that is the human nature. So he says, you be away from that. Then how to avoid this? Bhagavan says, Atmavan, be establish yourself in the self. That is Bhagavan Krishna. That Bhagavan Krishna is always above all the three gunas because as I said earlier, it is under the Maya power. The gunas are under the Maya power which is under the control of Bhagavan Krishna. To merge with Bhagavan Krishna, one has to transcend these three gunas of the mind and intellect. Then only you can reach Bhagavan Krishna. That is what Bhagavan Krishna already said in chapter 2, verse 45. Here also Bhagavan Krishna says in this verse, verse 12, Ye chaiva sattviga bhavaha rajasas tamasascha ye matta ye veti tan viddhi Tvaham teshu te mayim. Bhagavan says, yeah, Arjuna, the entire world is governed by Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. And they are under my control and I am not dependent on any of them. That is what Bhagavan Krishna is saying in this verse. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Arihom Sarvam Krishnarpamastu. Narayana, 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 Narayana.